What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Chef Jeffrey's Kitchen. Today we're going to be making a very special recipe for you guys. It's going to be my anabolic nachos. Now, before I did this recipe, guys, there's something I want you to know. I did not know there was anabolic nachos already on YouTube. But here's what separates this recipe from other recipes. I didn't use high fiber tortillas. You know why? Because I like corn tortillas. If you're corn tortilla gang, let me know down in the comments. There's something about the way a corn tortilla tastes. It is superior to white flour tortillas. Now, I know in the anabolic enchilada recipe that I just did, I used high fiber tortillas. Those were amazing. If you haven't checked those out, go check those out. But for nachos, for making chips, I knew that I needed to pull something out of the old magic hat, and that was corn chips ourselves in the oven. We're gonna be baking them. They are baked, not fried, and we're gonna be using the same 96.4% lean ground beef that we used in the enchilada recipe for this recipe. So actually a ton of the same ingredients as the last recipe. Sorry, I'm talking with my hands so much. I'm Italian. We are excited today because this recipe is a special and it's a bang. So if you enjoy it, man, drop me a like, tag me on IG. I always repost people who make these recipes. Hope you enjoy it. Let's get into it. For this recipe, you're gonna need some corn tortillas. Obviously, I got these ones. They're just basic. I used 4 of them. And some 2% Mexican cheese, our best friend. 6 ounces of lean ground beef, broccoli slaw, non-fat yogurt, cilantro, onions, all the good stuff. We got some chipotle juice. We got some pickled jalapenos. Preheat the oven to 350 to get these chips going. We're going to chop up these chips. You can quarter them. I did eighths. I went a little too small in my opinion, but it really doesn't matter, guys. There are no rules in the anabolic kitchen. Shout out to Coach Greg. So we're going to load these up on the sheet tray. And just try to get them to where they're not overlapping. That's the important part. Hit them with a little bit of non-stick. Use that olive oil because I'm Italian. Let's go. And we're going to chop up our garnishes while that bakes. Bake that in the oven for about 8 minutes. But every oven is different, so you want to check it. I'm just dicing up all of the tomatoes right now. Getting them ready for the garnish. Kind of made like a pico de gallo on the fly here. And that knife that I'm using, by the way, it is a Shun. It was a birthday present from one of my good buddies, and it's my favorite knife that I have. So I love it. Isn't it a beautiful knife? I'm just getting all these ingredients ready right now, which is another tip for you guys. While stuff is baking, while stuff is cooking, get stuff ready. Prep. So this is 100 grams of non-fat Greek yogurt. We're going to make a Chipotle crema, low calorie. Use a little bit of that Chipotle juice, guys. I didn't use any of the peppers. I just used the adobo, which is the sauce that the Chipotle sits in. A pinch of salt and pepper. A little bit of lime juice. You can use fresh lime. This is all I had. And mix that up. And that's your Chipotle crema. It's super easy recipe, guys. And it's pretty good. You're going to like it. It complements the nachos well. All right, chips are done. They're nice and crunchy. We're going to spread out our toppings. We got the ground beef on there. This is 6 ounces. So this is what makes this recipe so high in protein, as well as the 2% cheese and the Greek yogurt. All of these have a good amount of protein. Like I said, this whole recipe, I believe, is like 72 grams of protein. We're going to load up that 2% cheese. You can always go a little heavier on this. And we're going to load that into the oven for 4 minutes until the cheese is melted. Now we're going to throw on the optional toppings. This is what makes it anabolic. And higher volume is all of the veggies that I put on top. Eat your veggies, guys. Eat your damn veggies. Pickled jalapenos because those are delicious. Some cilantro. And that's it. That's all you need right there. Alright, guys. taste test. They look pretty good, man. Oof, slide them off the tray. Hey, hey, hey. I definitely could have done a little better with the presentation, but I'm happy with it. Let's see how they taste. One thing you'll notice with these is this is not as much volume as if you were to use like a high fiber tortilla or like a low carb wrap. What I did was I went less heavy on the corn tortillas, on the chips, and I went heavier on the toppings. And this is just to give it volume. Like you may see all these veggies on here and be like, bro, I didn't want a salad, I wanted nachos. But it's like, this is how you get full from eating these kinds of recipes. This whole recipe here has like 72 grams of protein, which is, it's gonna fill you up a lot. There's a lot of ways to go about these anabolic recipes. I mean, people may even argue that this isn't anabolic because it's higher in fat. Either way, it's delicious. It won't break your bank for the calories. So I'll give this recipe an 8.5 out of 10 as far as anabolic recipes go. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was educational. I hope you're excited to go and make these. If you do make them, make sure you tag me on IG. Leave me a like, leave me a comment. Let me know, are you guys corn tortilla gang or are you guys flour tortilla gang? Next week I got a really awesome video for you guys. I'm going to show you how to make corn tortillas from scratch using only a couple ingredients, and these are going to blow store-bought corn tortillas out of the water. All right, and they are so easy to make, it's unbelievable. You don't need a tortilla press, none of that. So that's coming up next week. And as always guys, appreciate you guys for watching the entire video and leaving me a like and making sure that the YouTube algorithm knows that we're here and we're making a splash in 2021. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.